Hi, welcome to SBR TV. I'm Peter Loshek. We are continuing our college bowl games coverage right now with Steve from collegefootballwinning.com, who gave us a great pick with Louisiana Tech and then Southern Miss, which hasn't gone off yet, but we got some good line value on it if you followed it when we released the video. We are now going to take a look at the Ticket City Bowl, which is Penn State and Houston. Now, this is, to my eye, a very tough bowl to a handicap. I'm interested to see what you have to say about it. You know, Penn State, who knows what's up with them? They did kind of do well at the end of the year after their big scandal, but now I'm kind of getting the sense that maybe they'll just sort of like shut the door on this season now and kind of throw away this bowl game. They've been reported to have some more off-field issues, a fight between the quarterback and a wide receiver that left the quarterback with a seizure and a concussion. That happened last week, so that's not good to hear. And then you look at Houston, though. Houston was rolling, of course, all year until their Southern Miss loss. Not sure what happened there. And I guess the question is, Penn State, of course, always brings a tough defense. If Southern Miss could stop them, shouldn't Penn State be able to stop them too? And the Houston defensive front, they're probably decent enough for the competition they normally face during the regular season, but are they going to be able to stop Penn State's running game? I don't know. Houston's a 5.5-point favorite. How do you see this game, Steve?
Okay, well, looking at against the spread records, Penn State has a horrible against the spread record this year. They are 3-8-1 against the number. On the other side of the ledger, Houston has been one of the best teams in college football against the spread. They're 10-3 this year. And this is something that we're real young in the bowl season right now, but so far, teams that have the better disparity or have the better end of the disparity between against the spread wins on the season, they've won against the spread in all 5 bowl games we've seen so far. Mm-hmm. This season, Houston was held to less than 3 yards per carry just 3 times. They were 1-2 against the spread in those games. So then we look at Penn State. In Penn State's last 6 games, they only held one opponent under 3 yards per carry. And this season, when they were outrushed, Penn State was 0-3-1 against the spread. And I know we don't often think of Houston and rushing, but this is a perfectly decent rushing team in Houston, contrary to popular belief. It's just because their air attack, ranked number 1 in the nation, overshadows it. So everyone's big question is, well, how is that going to match up against a great traditional power like Penn State that brings the number 7 passing defense? That number 7, that 7th ranked passing defense that Penn State brings is very deceptive. Putting it bluntly, they have not faced a decent passing team all year. Mm-hmm. In fact, they've only faced one team that is in the top 50 for passing offense, and that was Northwestern. And Northwestern threw for more than 300 yards against them. In fact, Northwestern, in their game against Penn State, they threw for more than 40 yards above their passing average on the year. You alluded to this before, you could not find a team, maybe in bowl history, that has had more off-the-field distractions than Penn State. On the other hand, Houston has had a near storybook season. They've got 12 wins to just that one loss. They are going to see Case Keenum, who is their greatest passer in history. They're going to get to see him off for one last game. This game is going to be played 250 miles away. It's in Dallas. It's in the Cotton Bowl. Take Houston, shop around, and lay something less than 6 points, which you can find if you shop around.
All right, great. Very, very compelling argument, Steve. I think that's the answer. I think the answer is for people who are afraid of going against a marquee storied program like Penn State, thinking that maybe they have just a kind of defense and running game that Houston hasn't really seen much this year. Your answer is don't worry about it, right?
I would say right now I do not see how Penn State can slow down that offense enough to keep up with them.